Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. So in this video we will be looking into how to implement Facebook login with React using the access token, and there are more like how to access to the user access token, the short term or the long term, basically like the long life or short life. And we will also look into how to actually get the access to the page access token as well, again with the long and the short life access token. And we will I created like a process, and I break down the process into smaller steps so we can be easily understand what's going on. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, as mentioned in this video, we're gonna look into how to implement Facebook login functionality using React. And before getting into that, I just want to show you that these are all the steps that I break down into smaller steps. So here are basically the step to get the Facebook page access token using the Graph API. And these are all the steps that you can see. So here, let me zoom in a little bit. The first one, which is the Facebook login, and this is the step that we basically get the user short life access token, and I will show you how to implement that one using this library. And once we get that user short life access token, then the next step is to get the app secret, and I will show you how to do that as well in this video. Next step gonna be get the user long life access token to gain access to the page access token, and this gonna be the link that we're gonna replace. So let me zoom in a little bit more. So here you can see that we need to have the app ID, app secret, and also the short life token. So it's gonna be these. Once we get the short life access token, then we will replace it right here, and the app secret. So this is the second step that I'll show you how to get that. And also we need to have the app ID, so that's basically I'll just show you as well. And the next step is to get the user ID. So the user ID here, this is the link that we're gonna hit. And once we get the user ID, there's two ways. So here the left one is to get the page access token, which is the short life one, and this is the link that we're gonna get, and we replace your user ID, which is getting from here, and the user access token, this is the short life one, so which is in the first steps here. So the question is that how can I actually know that whether do I need to skip these two steps in order to reach this directly? No, because as you can see that it requires the user ID, and to get the user ID we will need to complete these two steps here, and this is the step that we're gonna need to follow. And right hand side here is to get the page access token, which is the long life, and it's also permanent as well, unlike the user long life access token. It lasts for 60 days, while this one here it can be permanent, and there's no expiration date for this one. And this is the link to get it, just to replace the user ID, as well as this one here is the long life user access token. Once we hit this the link here, then we're gonna get the page access token, which is the long life one. Then we can use this long life access token to use it within the React. And the next step here, these are the two extra steps. So to get the page ID, so once we get the page ID, then we can definitely post the status to Facebook page with this post request with this link. So this is the page ID, and this is the page access token. It can be both short life or it can be the long life one. And all the link underneath here is the reference where I can get the information from. So as you can see, this is quite useful, and I think that this diagram definitely help you to understand more easily compared to just like show you step by step from the start to finish. So hopefully that this might be useful for you guys. Alright, so once we get a general idea how to actually get the post the status to Facebook, say using all the Graph API without using the tool that I showed you in the previous video, this is gonna be the step that we need to follow. And again, as mentioned, this is the React Facebook login, and this is the library that we're gonna use to install to get the short life user access token. So which is the first steps, and you can see that this is all of the way that basically what we need to follow to use that. So first we need to have the app ID. So this app ID, I'll show you how to actually get that one, and I also mentioned that in the previous video as well. And this is all the styling. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm gonna try to copy this, and let me open my Visual Studio Code as well as run my terminal. Alright, so this is the app that I basically just added a little bit, like adding React Facebook login, and here's the result. So we will need to install this, and here's what I'm gonna do. Just copy and paste it here. Alright, so it's been installed. I'm gonna start this. Alright, cool. So it's been starting, and what I need to do, I need to just copy this part right here. It should be just import it, and then the function just right here, and then this is the Facebook itself, basically the button. So until here, it should be after this div tag, and it would look something like this. But the thing is that we haven't actually implemented the on-click function here, so I need to write this one here. See you guys in a few seconds. Alright, so everything looks good now. I just replace it from the top here to inside this React Facebook login, and this is the code that would look something like this. And once we click on this, it's going to show us the data inside here. But the thing is that right now we haven't set up our Facebook app on the developer Facebook. So before getting into that, let's have a quick look first what it look like. So this is the result that it's gonna look like once I click on this with Facebook, login with Facebook, then there will be like a pop-up. But the thing is that we haven't really implemented that one yet, and let's just do it right now. Just click on this my apps and create a new one, and right here I'm gonna give it a name as a test graph API. This one should be tutorial, and once I finish this video, I'm gonna delete this one as well, because right now I'm gonna show you everything, all the access token, long life access token, user access tokens, everything you're gonna see here in this video. And once I finish that, I'll delete it. So right now, just confirm that I'm not a robot, and just click submit. Alright, so here this is what it's look like, and basically what I need to do right now is to click on the setup Facebook login. So right here we are focusing on the web, and what I need to replace, I just copy this, which is the local host, and click on save, continue. We can basically just click next. So now we can basically copy this, the app ID I just created. Now let's go back to React app, and here we can just replace it right here with our app ID. So once I save that, it's now refreshing, and you can see that there will be like a dialog pop-up asking that actually I want to continue with my Facebook itself, and this is the one that we just created. So just click on continue as home, and now let me inspect to see if we actually get the data that we actually want. So it's inside the console, and there are some errors says like the Facebook.api can no longer be called. This is because we are using this, and probably they haven't updated in a while, but that's alright. So now I just click on the login with Facebook again with this one. So here we get the data which is coming from right here. This is the console response Facebook, and this is the response that we get from the Facebook. So inside this variable, we can see that we can actually get the access token from it. So this is the one, but this one is not the long life one. This is the short life access user token. And I want to actually show this access token right from this website. So what I need to do, I need to go back, and so I can basically create a new variable to store that access token. So I need to set this as a access token, set access token, and gonna be use state. It will be storing as a string, so it looks like this. And I'll use this set access token. So before that, I want to see the access token. It would be something like this one here, access token, and see if we actually get the response right here. So here it is. This is the access token, and I want to show it on our app so that I can just do something like this. Basically just copy it here, and it's stored inside this variable, and I want to show it once it's already stored. So it will be access token, and let's have a look again. So here it tried to log in. So here we go. We actually get the user access token, and I just want to make sure that this is not confusing. Just put like a user thought live access token. Just put it inside a underline. All right. So here we go. This is what we actually want. And that's actually basically the purpose of having the login feature with Facebook. And the next step, so again, I just want to mention that this video might be a little bit longer than usual, and I just want to show you all the steps. So right now we just finished the first step, which is to get the user short live access token. But I want to actually show you all of this step as well. And it's not going to be using the React. I'll use Postman to actually show you how this process works, and it might take less than using the React, basically like building from scratch. So this is the Postman, and you can see that I also create all of these 5 steps. This is to get the user long life access token. This is the user ID page. This is the short life access token, and this is the page which is the long life one. And finally, we post the testers to Facebook. So right now, what I want is to actually to get the app ID from the Facebook. So we already get the app ID, which is inside right here. So this is the app ID, and we also use it inside our React as well, so the same one. So I'm going to replace that here. And next one here is to be the app secret. So how can I actually get the app secret? First, you need to come here, go to the settings and basic. So we can also get the app ID from the basic as well. And here is the app secret that actually we're gonna need. So click on the show button, and just to make sure that this is me, click submit, and here we go. This is the one. I just copy it and paste it right here. So the final one here is to get the user short life token. So which is the one that I just show you here. So I'm gonna just copy it right away from React here and paste it right here. So that would look something like this to actually get the user long life access token. So when I click on this button and see if we actually get it. So here we go. This is the user long life access token. And this one I show you in a diagram. So we already done this one to get the access, the app secret, and this is the third step, which is to get the long life access token, which basically this one here. And right now I already get it. So what is the next step is to get the user ID, and to get user ID. So this is the one, and what I need is to replace the long life access token, which is the one that we just got here. Just copy it and replace it here. Just place that and click on the send button. And here we go. This is the user ID. And what is the next step? I already got it. So I'm gonna show you the left one first. So I want to actually get the page access token, the short life one. So here, go back, and this is the one that I need. So once we get the user ID, I just to make sure, copy it again and replace it right here. And next one here is to use the user access token. So this one here is a short life one, and I can just copy it directly from React here. Just copy that and replace it here and click on the send button. So alright, so we can see that we haven't got any things right here, and it could be the reason is that, let me check here. So it would be something like this one. Probably we haven't assigned the access to manage a page. And go back to the Graph API Explorer. Alright, so we are inside, not this one here. This is the one that we just created. Alright, so I switch to get page access token. Continue as Hongli, and this is the page. Alright, so click on done. Okay. Alright, so we basically have the manage page, show list. I think we might probably need another one, which is the publish page. This is the one that we require. And click on the get access token again. Click here and click on done. Alright, so now we have this, and let's try again on Postman to see if it's actually working. Click on this send button. Alright, so here we go. We now have access to that, and this is the access token from this Facebook page itself here. And this is to make sure this is the short life one, and it will expire within a period of time. Just to see how long it's gonna take, so I click on this button, and you can see that this expiration date it gonna expire within a few hours. And now let's see the other one here. So it's going to be the long life, which is the permanent one. And what we need to have the user app ID, so which is this one here. I already got it. So click on this, place it here, and this one here, it will be user access token, the long life one. So the long life one, we already got it here. Copy and place it here and click on the send button. Alright, so this one here, this access token is actually the long life one, and it's permanent. There is no limitation or any expiration date, just as the long life one, which is lasts for 60 days, but this one, it lasts forever. Alright, so since we already get the short life access token, this is the expiry date, and this is the one that we just got, which is the long life one. So I can just copy this, and just to show you that whether it's really a permanent one, I need to just replace and with this one here. And now when I click on this info icon, you can see that there's no expiration date. So this page access token is valid forever. It's a permanent one. And again, even though when you see all of this access token, after this video, I'm going to remove this app. And that's how we actually get the page access token. And I want to actually show you the extra step. So there are two more here to get the page ID. So I will show you in the previous video too. So just to show you again, about, and go to the page ID. So this is the page ID, and I'll need to replace it here. And right here, this is the one. Basically, I just show you already, and this is the message. Says like hello fans, and the access token, this could be as mentioned here, can be like a long life or a short life, and I'm going to show you both. So first I'm going to copy this one here, the short life page access token. I replace it here and click on the send button. So you try to post, and you can see that. Let me refresh this. Let me scroll down. So here we go. You can see that it says hello fan. This one is using the page, basically the short life one, and I want to use the long life one. So go back again, and I replace this one with the long life access token, page access token. And remember that this is the post request, unlike the other, which is a get request. And this one works as well. And I just want to change this hello fan using the long life Facebook page access token. Click on the send. So refresh this. Alright, so here you can see that it's a hello fans using the long life Facebook page access token, which is coming from this post request. And that's how we actually get the status to post on Facebook. So you can see that it's not straightforward like to get it straight away, and we have to actually go through all of these steps. First step is to have the Facebook login, the short life one, get the app secret, and this is the get the long life one to get access to page access token. Once we get that, this is the next step. We get user page ID. This is the short life, and this is the long life, and get the page ID to replace it inside this link, the API link, and then we are able to post it onto this our Facebook page. And I will copy and put this step as well inside this video description, and you can come and have a look if you want to. And there's a lot more step here inside, a lot more tutorial inside all of this link, and you may find very useful. And the thing is that I want to also mention that you can see this is published by Test Graph API tutorial, which is the one that we just created, this one here. But the thing is that this one, it's not publicly seen by our Facebook fans, or maybe the user that they come to this page and they will be able to see it. The reason is that, let's see right here. So for the app in the live mode, all the related except for this one require approval through the page review app review process. And the app in development are allowed to use all type of permissions without any app review. However, the content published file in the app in the development mode will be hidden from the public until this app is switched to the live mode. So you can already see that this one here, basically it's not seen by any other user except me as the admin of this page. And again, as the reason, this is because we are not so here we are in the development mode. So here you go, we are still in the status of in developed. We have to switch this one on, and not only that, we need to go to the basic settings and we need to complete more steps. And it's a little bit complicated, as I'm gonna show you right now. So we need to actually provide a privacy policy URL, and also with this app icon as well. Once we have that, we need to make sure that this is the business use for my own business or for the other businesses. We need to complete these three steps. Once we have that, we can see that we need to have this app review steps here. So let me go here and then request. So now we don't have anything. We need to click on this one, request permission of features. And we actually need to have access to the publish pages. This is the one that we require, and also manage pages. And to get these two enable, let me try to open this one here. Click on continue, open a new page, and this one as well. But I'm not going to do it in this video. It might take from 5 business days up to 2 weeks. That from what I know so far. And we need to provide all of these guidelines. So provide the verification detail, and so when I click on this one here, we need to provide the detailed description of how the app used to this. So we also need to provide like a video walkthrough as well. And not only that, the complete app settings, we need to provide all of this information. And then once we finish filling out all the information, we can click to submit for the review. Again, the same as for this one, to basically fill out all this information, and we click to get the access to this permission. And it takes times. The thing is that it's not 100% that we already get success from the review team. If we didn't really make it, we need to submit it again and wait for a few more days, or it up to like weeks. And the reason of having this, again, we just to make sure that if I want to, maybe this is not hosted on local, it can be on the public URL, and say if I want to enable that feature so that user can actually come and post status to this Facebook page, or it can be that because I don't want to actually create the Facebook, basically like host post status to Facebook by myself onto the page. This page here, it's all related with the quotes. Then there are the free quote API that I can actually use. So I can just call that, make a request to the quote API, the free one. Then with a click of this, it's going to go through all of these steps and it try to make a request to the quote API. Then it automatically posts this status to Facebook, so that you can see the benefit of having all of these steps set up. And right now I will try to show you in the next video how to actually get the random quote API to implement inside our React app right here. But again, for the demonstration, I'll just to show you using this in the development mode, but not the live one, unless I need to go through all of this and submit all of this. While I don't think that it's gonna be a successful one, as Facebook won't review this very carefully. And what I actually want to build is to have just a button. So you can imagine that already. And alright, so this video take a lot longer than usual, as I mentioned, and I hope that you find this video very useful in terms of using the Graph API, starting from the step here until the end here. And again, see you guys in the next video.